time passes by. About 12 o'clock-ish. You guys figure now would be a good time to at least start heading over there. So I start heading over there to the castle.
All right. Bucket of water. Put my shirt back on.
Yep.
Head to the castle.
Do we
I
see
also-
Katya?
Currently, no. You do see the guard, though, and he goes and fetches her.
Greetings and good morning.
So disrespectful.
Hello again. She approached you guys.
Greetings. Is everybody available for the meeting this morning?
Yes, they are just now getting ready. You guys could start heading in now if you wish.
Sure.
Just follow me. And she escorts you through the courtyard area, through the building, only through the front entrance, and then you guys go through a pretty large door and enter a circular room where you see it's dimly lit, not like hard to see, but it's not like super bright that you guys are blinded. Mostly candles, a few torches. You guys see in the center of the room sit 5 chairs, all occupied, well, except for Katya's. She actually goes up and introduces everybody to you guys, the council members, and then she goes and sits down. For the council, what you guys see, Katya goes in on the far left side and sits in her chair, and beside her you see it looks like an old human. Katya then proceeds to introduce them. The old man is named Gremnol. Yeah. He's kind of like hunched over in his chair with a goblet in his right hand and a cane in his other. Looks fairly old, like maybe 60-ish, 70-ish. And then she introduces the person to his right, who actually isn't sitting. She's actually standing behind her chair with her hands on it, on the top part of the chair. Elvish. She introduces her as Agatha. And then to her right, you guys see another Elvish person, but it's male, and he's rather dark-skinned. Kind of unusual for elves, but he has short black hair, and he actually is not hunched over. He's sitting directly up in his chair. She introduces him as Trev. And then the last person on the far end, you see a dwarf, red-haired, and he's actually sitting with his chin on his hands, but his pointed red beard is kind of covering part of his hands, so you can't see all of it. She introduces him as Polymir. And then she finally grins at you guys and takes a seat. The woman who's in the center, known as Agatha, says, "So, from what I was told from Katya, you all are here to discuss a price change in one of your missions that was assigned by Katya to get rid of a orc camp east of here. Anyone wish to speak?"
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I was wondering. I figured maybe you guys wanted to speak first. How much was it agreed to originally?
We didn't agree, Carl.
It was 850.
Yeah, 850. I think it was like 800 something.
So, who seems to be the leader of the group? Whoever, I guess, who's addressing me.
The lady that was dressing you is in the center, the elvish woman named Agatha.
I take a polite bow and say that our group went to the Orc village with Katya, and it turned out there were like two orc captains of some sort, an ogre, and I think it was around like 6 or more orcs.
An ogre.
Yeah, there was a giant ogre. And actually, I put down my bag. I reach into the bag of holding, and I pull out the Great Club.
You were probably having a hard time getting it out of the bag.
Oh yeah. I'm like slowly, like I'm just like both my feet are planted to the ground, like heaving. You know,
You're kind of like the bag's on the ground and you're dragging it out of the bag. It's bigger than you.
Right. I pull it like halfway, maybe just enough for them to like see, oh, this is a Great Club of an ogre, and then I just like ram my body into it and shove it back in.
I assist you with helping with that.
You're done in pony form for once.
No, not today.
And I say that we've done several missions around town. We're willing to maybe do more missions if there are necessary. But I think I politely suggest that perhaps the price should be renegotiated based on this information. And I turn to Katya and say, what do you think?
Katya says, I would be happily willing to adjust the price. However, we do need a majority consensus from this council. Do you know what kind of change or what kind of price change you were thinking of?
Well, I at this point, like I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try to feel them out. Like, what as a group are you guys comfortable with?
Are you talking to your group or their council?
Group? Yeah, the council group. I'm like, what as a group are you comfortable with?
Katya kind of thinks. Well, I was there firsthand, and it was not very easy. In fact, they seemed to be rather intelligent orcs. They actually pushed one of the group members down a pit that actually had poison spikes. Not something that
he almost died.
Not the first time for him.
I go crying. Shh.
Not the first. Yeah.
Not the first time while working for you people that he got knocked into a pit full of spikes.
Oh, it hurts.
Look at his clothes.
I had them repaired this morning.
I will assist and be like, "Oh, are you okay, Tarnum?"
Yeah. So basically, in general, like what I'm trying to do here is, like I'm not gonna say like give us 3,000 gold, and then have like the dwarf go, that's absurd, and be offended. Like I'm kind of just going through a negotiation process of, like what is kind of like a back and forth a little bit of what's reasonable, and I don't know if you want me to persuasion check any of that or not.
Before you do, I'm actually going, as I'm assisting Tarnum, I'm actually going to cast Enhance Ability on him for Charisma.
Oh.
Tarnum, make a Deception check with advantage.
Deception?
Yes, with advantage.
This is 6. Or a natural 1, a 6. However am I going to manage?
It looks kind of fake.
I give like a forced chuckle and go, yeah, okay. Like he really did almost die, as Katya just told you. He likes to pretend to be an actor sometimes a little bit, but basically I'm just asking for a more reasonable, what would be a more reasonable sum.
kind of like looks at the centerpiece or the center figure, and Agatha says, "Actually, go and make your persuasion check to see how persuasive you are."
I rolled a 17 plus 1. I rolled an 18.
Oh, your divine roll.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Hayden. I don't need those for combat.
Not all the time.
Not with this group.
She says, "Well, with an ogre in hand, that's not really something we were expecting. I would, well, as my suggestion, I would say to bump it up by 275 gold."
I'll just say, like, they were very intelligent. This wasn't just a roaming band. They had a nice camp. This was, I would say, like, you might want to investigate where these orcs came from.
We will try looking into it. See if there's a specific origin they came from.
Yeah, this isn't just like a roaming. They had enough time to dig a pit and put spikes in it. So, this is not just a roaming, hungry band of orcs or something. So,
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like it to me. So, extra 275. I'm going to ask her to bump up to 300.
Palmier actually sets his glass down and says, "Well, I was thinking more of 200. Or ogres. It was one ogre. Not that much of a challenge. And you guys came back almost unscathed. Besides this fellow that is having a hard time standing up."
Well, we also spent an entire day resting up. So, you didn't see us when we actually came back into town.
Katya also backs it up and says they were, most of us were in rough condition.
We spent most of our healing after that battle. Let's just put it that way.
Gonna make another persuasion check.
Oh, I'm going to do it naturally. 18. 17
18.
Naturally with a +1.
He kind of nods. You get the feeling he isn't very easy to influence, but he actually sits back and kind of nods. Very well.
So
275 so far sounds all right.
All right. I want to do this forever. So I turn the group. Is extra 275 good to you guys?
It didn't matter to me.
All right. So we'll agree on that then. Tarnum, are you okay? Averis?
Coin's probably there just reading his book.
Well, while they're talking, I'd like to pull out of my pocket that little red orb
Oh.
and just kind of toss it up in the air a little bit and see if anybody on the council recognizes it.
At them or just in your hand tossing it?
No, just in my hand, just watching to see their
He's
reaction.
throwing the old one.
Yeah, I'm
Throw
gonna
it
throw it
at
at him as hard as I can, right at the old one.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm going to Misty step back and
I have-
cast Fireball.
I've never thrown anything at any old person. That's the other two.
I'm going to suggest to Corian.
They were gonna check real quick.
So, Lack, what was the original price that we paid? We were supposed to get paid? $850?
Yes.
Okay, so add 275 to that.
You see the old elven man, that dark skin, kind of looks at you and asks what that is.
Oh, just a trinket we found at the orc camp.
281 gold each for us.
Yeah, look at it. And would you say it? Kind of.
281 gold. It's 281.25. So what would that be? Would that be three silver, 5 copper, or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you could make it 3 silver.
So nobody looked taken aback when I bounced it.
They didn't.
They didn't seem to recognize it or anything.
The elven man asked if he could see it. but nobody else seemed to pay much attention. May you
Well,
bring it up to me so I can see
asking
it?
to see it is, he's curious about it. That's not quite what I was looking for. So, yeah, I'll let him look at it.
All right. He grasps it and kind of inspects it.
I tell him I used detect magic on it and got nothing.
I can
Or, sorry,
sense.
I mean, it has magic, but I wasn't able to. It's conjuration, but I have no idea what this thing is.
I can sense magic on it. It doesn't seem good magic, but I can't tell much from it. It just has a magical presence. Do you know where you found this?
It was in the orc camp. In their chest, I believe.
Strange. Do you know what else you found there? Was there anything else important?
We found a bag of holding.
Ah, yes, the thing that you hold the great club in.
Yes. My new backpack. Stylish, yet
That was
practical.
basically it, right? No papers,
Yeah, that was it. There was nothing else.
mundane gear.
He actually hands it
Some
back to you as
boots,
well.
but I'm not telling him. All right,
Secret.
I'll put the orb back in my pocket.
I'm sure someone could possibly know about that, but as for myself, I do not.
Does anyone here have the ability to cast Identify? I have it on order at the shop, but it's on layaway right now.
That is the spell I used, yes.
Oh, okay. So it didn't give you anything really more?
Not really, no.
All right. Well, I guess we'll hold on to it for now. Well, I guess our business is concluded. Is there any other jobs you have for us available right now?
Currently, no, Kaya says.
All
But
right.
you, of course, will be the first ones I go to.
All right.
So what's the goal we got from this?
281?
Yeah, 281.
Oh, God, I have to do math.
I want to say to the council, we were asking the blacksmith if they had any magical weapons for sale. You guys seem to be pretty powerful. And, as you can see, we're in a pretty serious line of work. Do you know of any magical weapons, either nearby or in your own personal collection, that might be available for sale for the right price?
Not here. I know the smith as one which you talked about, but we don't really focus on a lot of arcane magic here.
Right. Tree people.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we're done.
Very well. Is there anything else you guys wish to have? Says the elven woman. I got that. Anything else you guys need?
Nope.
I don't know.
Very well. Then this session is concluded. Kaya stands up and actually goes and fetches the gold. And you guys already put it down in your inventory, but she hands it to you. And she says, well, that went fairly well. I'm glad you guys got a bonus. You guys deserve it.
Well, thank you. Thanks for helping us.
No problem. You guys probably would have been dead if I didn't come along.
I don't think so.
I doubt that.
I believe our.
Oh, I'm glad I can help. And if you ever need my help again, just let me know. If I'm not busy, I'll tag along.
I'll keep that in mind. It was nice to have some different traveling company.
Well, I'm sure you'll see me around sometime.
I hope so. I like it here in this town.
I do too, says Avers.
Hmm.
Well, you do like nature, don't you, Avers?
Yeah, there's so many trees here. It's really nice. Do you ever just like sit down and talk with a tree?
Is there speak with trees? Is that a spell?
Pretty good plants.
No, I just sit down and sometimes just talk with the tree.
Does it talk back?
Not normally, no.
Okay, I'm gonna bow to the council and leave the room.
I politely bow or shake hands with each of the council members in my fancy clothes and say
Alright.
thanks for your time.
They nod and shake your hand as well. It was a pleasure. And they all get up and leave. And I'm like, Korean, don't you want to sometime have a chat with the tree with me?
The only chat,
Yeah,
Actually,
let's
it's
do
actually
it.
really relaxing.
only chatting I do with the tree is with an axe right before I make a campfire.
I'll talk to a tree with you.
That's really hilarious because that's where the wood comes from. Every night we have a campfire.
It's really brutal, though. You don't have to mention it. You just... You have to, like, not look when you cut down a tree.
That sounds dangerous.
Potentially. Do you, like, water the trees after you cut one down? And, like, give back to nature?
No, not on the road.
Oh, alright. Well, I'll do it whenever you cut down a tree. I'm sure I could buy a water pail. Something.
I can take down some trees.
No, that went poorly last time.
I have a spell for that.
Is it fireball? Because no.
No, I have a new spell for that.
Probably wouldn't actually make fires from freshly
I
cut
have
down trees anyways.
I can shoot mini meteors now.
Many meteors.
Yes, that do fire damage. So probably pretty good at. I can take down. Let's see, I got 6 of these bad boys when I cast this spell. Probably take down 6 trees with this. Actually, probably more because they do a little bit of an area of effect. Would you like to see?
Sure.
I'd like to do an insight check on Averis to see if he's being serious.
She kind of sees you guys like leaving. She's like, "Oh, well, bye.
Take care, Katya.
Can I insight check Averis?
Go for it." It probably won't go well for you, but
19 plus 1 is unnatural 20.
I seem alright to you.
I know Averis enough to know that the druid is not going to like it if I take down a bunch of trees with fire, so I stopped joking around. I say, I don't want to make you mad, Averis. You're my ride.
That is true.
Well, at least when we don't have the horses.
So speaking of ride, it's about what, 1 in the afternoon. I think we should probably head back toward Elswyn.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah. Can we spend one more day here and maybe get my spells tomorrow?
Oh, all right.
I thought they might have something more for us, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It gives us a chance to play more cards, Corian.
Okay.
And you losing.
I lost last time.
Not Sophia, though. Oh, you guys haven't even seen my new spells. I turned my eyes purple.
Ooh.
How's that?
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, you haven't seen my new spell. I walk over to a tree and I take out my greatsword and I cut it in half.
No! Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you. Uh, actually, I'm gonna make a initiative check to see if I actually can. Oh, that's so good. Didn't roll a 1.
That's so good I didn't roll a 1. Oh yeah, so that's a 19 plus
What?
3, so 22.
I rolled 92 and I only got 20. So you start hitting it. You get a couple of strokes in.
No. I'm not hitting it. I'm hitting it with my new Great Weapon Master bonus damage.
Oh god. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Rolls a natural 1 and misses.
Well, I could.
One versus like you broke your axe.
So that's a 20.
20. You
That tree clearly has an AC of 40.
Well, I guess it'd be a 15 because it's a -5 to a hit. So.
and this isn't a very thick tree, but
Well, I wasn't going for something big.
yeah, you do manage. You've sliced a big chunk out of it, and
We didn't roll damage on it yet.
that is true. With the great weapon masters +10, right?
Yeah.
But let's see how much damage he rolls. I don't know. I'm just curious.
22.
So 22.
Yes.
You guys hear a tree topple over.
I don't know if you should be doing that. You could get in trouble.
Meanwhile, make a wisdom saving throw
I like to use counterspell.
on me.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I was standing here having this conversation, was I, when we were doing this?
Hmm.
Or I made the little joke about using the meteor spell, but I didn't use it.
Very well. As I am casting the spell, it gets dismissed. Just out of curiosity, what did you roll?
An 11.
I see who canceled my spell, and I'm not happy.
We really shouldn't be fighting like this, guys. It never ends well.
How big a tree did I cut down?
That's about 10 feet tall.
He didn't cut down one of the root council members' homes today.
No. Just something I knew I could cut in half here. So I'll just lop off the branches then and take the pole with me.
Alright. I'm not happy. I'm actually gonna turn to I want to fly to the end.
I'm gonna go back to the inn and chop it up and add it to the firewood pile.
Hey, Bruce, come back! Better run it after. Hey, Bruce.
I take a deep sigh. I'm glad that this didn't turn into like a full-on altercation because I figured Corian would not have appreciated whatever he was about to do to him.
I
Probably
wouldn't
whole
have cared.
person. No, okay. Well,
It actually was hold person, yes.
I figure that's usually your go-to for when you're doing this stuff.
Well, none of you have a high wisdom, as far as I know.
No, I don't.
Tarna might have the highest out of you guys.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a high wisdom. It's 15 plus 2.
That's actually pretty high.
I have a 14 plus 2.
I have a +1 to wisdom, 13, but I also have advantage on wisdom saving throws versus magic because I'm a gnome.
Yes.
Because you're a gnome or because you're skilled in magic?
Not because I'm a gnome, it's a gnome thing. I have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves versus magic.
Just by being a gnome.
Gnomes rule.
One
know.
day. Not today.
Kind of partial to half orcs myself.
Well, I go in the inn and I just go upstairs.
Oh, I said, I'm gonna try to just go to the shop and see if they can just rush deliver those spells for tomorrow, if that's possible.
Right. Ryla says they should be here tomorrow, either in the morning or afternoon. We'll see.
All right.
And I'm gonna
Is
chop
there anything
wood.
you can do to speed them up, or no?
Not really.
Okay. Oh. All right. Well, then I go back to. I go to just quickly to the potion shop and just ask her, what other potions do you have besides healing potions?
I only sell healing potions currently. I'm
Okay.
looking into expanding, but
Was it the other town then that has more potion selection? I thought there was a town with.
Elsewhere does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Never mind then.
And I believe when you first came here, she directed you to Elsewhere as well.
Right.
Better
Right.
ones.
I remember there was one shop that had better. So instead of Tarnum is sitting on a lot of money, I figured he might want something fun. So all right. That's it. I go back to the shop
All right.
or inn.
From all that time, it's roughly 3 o'clock.
I'm gonna go up to Averis's room.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock politely on the door. Averis, I'm sorry I used counterspell on you, but I didn't think it would be fun. I didn't think it was right to start a whole fight, so I was trying to keep the peace.
You can hear
Sorry.
tap tap, thwack, tap tap, thwack.
He's using the tree for firewood, so it's not just he didn't wastefully kill a tree. It is being used for a purpose. You ready to come out? Do I hear the door opening at all, or is he just hooting from the room?
Question is, how did he get in there?
Through the window, maybe?
Then he can really hear the tap tap thwack.
Well, actually, you have two beast shapes, don't you? So you could have turned into an owl, open the door, and then turn back into an owl?
Yes, but I already used my because I turned into a pony earlier. But you hear the sound of like a kind of like a shifting noise, and I open the door. Not an owl.
I hold out a hand for him to shake. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Besides, I think today you might actually be able to beat Corian at cards.
That's any day. I'm gonna go beat him right now.
I ask him, how mad would you be if you can't enhance ability on yourself during the card game and or try to, and I use counterspell then? Would that be a bad thing?
Yeah. In fact, I'm actually gonna cast it myself now.
It's so badly, I forgot we were even playing a card game. I rolled a 2.
Give myself what is it called? Fox's Cunning is what I give myself. That's an interesting name for an enhanced ability. But I go downstairs and ask Corian for another card game.
I'm out in the courtyard, chopping wood.
Corian,
Hmm?
I need you to stop for a moment. We need to play cards.
Oh, this was good exercise.
It has to be within this hour. And just because, this is a really good hour to play cards.
What time is it?
It's about 3:30.
That seems awful early to kick off for the day.
Oh, but I think 3:30 to 4:30 is a really good card game time. I think we should sit down for a moment. You take a break, and
Alright.
we do a round of cards.
Alright. I'll grab another bucket of water, slosh over me, put my shirt back on.
Alright.
Come inside. Actually, I'll head up to my room to get my cards.
Okay.
And then come back down. Who's playing?
Trying, are you trying?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You said you had 2, yeah.
I forgot we were even in the card game.
I'll play as well, and I'll cast Mage Hand again so Drosten can play.
I'm going to roll for Drosten again.
15 for me.
15. Roll intelligence check for Justin.
9.
For Justin.
Yeah.
All right, here I go. Come on, big money. 19.
What are all of you?
He finally wins.
3.
2 weeks later.
More than that.
I celebrate excessively.
We've been playing cards since well before Mike left.
It's like Korean 100 games with a win.
Oh, mate.
No,
I've been playing cards since... Gotta be going on like 15 years at this point.
I think like with all the card games against Avarice, it's like Korean like 50 and Avarice 1 now.
I did that fair and square, and I won.
I'm disappointed because I felt like I was really winning until the very end when he just snuck in from behind and takes it all.
Yep. We should actually start betting too. Betting money.
Oh, now that he won a game, he wants to bet money.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can win like anytime I want to. I usually just go easy on you guys.
Oh, is that true?
I am fairly intelligent. I know strategies.
I snorted that.
I'm gonna order some dinner.
All right.
I assume it took us a couple hours to play cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna get dinner too, and looking Korean right in the eye, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna take my hand and cast precisionation on my food.
100 ways to pronounce prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's precisionation. Yeah.
I also asked Corian if he was done chopping wood for the night, or because that could also help.
I could help.
Well, I mean, you can offer to the innkeeper. I was just out there basically for the exercise.
You know me in exercise. I'm pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like a jack of all trades, you know. Got a little bit of everything.
Me personally, though, I'm done. I'm not going back out there at this point. That's why I'm having dinner.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we all have dinner. And no need to pay for it too, because you guys already bought for about a week or so.
Nice. Oh, that's it for that then.
It's roughly 6 o'clock. Is there anything else you guys wish to do?
Yeah, wonder why Hanoke is still at the castle.
Daydreaming.
I was trying to sneak in.
Yeah. With the -1, I think, dex.
I'm at 0 now. Remember the ability score upgrade?
Yes.
I have visibility. I don't think I have that prepared today, though. No. I wanted to be able to do my meteor spell if I wanted to today.
Not for today.
No. I'm just gonna. Can I make 2 more mage armor spell scrolls? Basically, I'm stocking up on these so I can stop having mage armor as a prepared spell for a little while. Okay. How many can I do today?
2 again.
Okay. 2. This is first level, so okay.
Yep.
All right. I mark off 100 gold.
All right. I'll probably be just hanging around myself. Maybe take a short rest and turn into an owl again. and practicing my new cantrips as well.
Gonna ask to borrow the dragon book.
Sure. You just want to look at it?
Yeah, just read the dragon book
Okay.
before bed.
Pull it out and hand it to you. I already know a lot about dragons anyway, so.
Just more looking to pass the time because it's probably a couple hours till I'd be tired enough to sleep. So
Yep. I'll probably go outside and talk to a tree and practice my magic.
you could hang out with the horses.
Reading
Yeah.
my book again, my alchemy book.
Alright. After a couple hours pass, well, several, I should say, you guys, gets about 9 o'clock and you guys, get ready for bed. Anything else you guys wish to do before the next day?
Nope.
Alright. So you guys get in bed and sleep. Wake up. This time, a little earlier, 6:30. Go downstairs and get breakfast ready.
Natural 20 is one of my divine rules for today.
God.
And another 3.
I actually rolled a lot of 20s today. I didn't think I would. I start eating.
I eat my food.
So today we have to go get a spell.
My
Then
2 spells, yeah.
anything else?
That's it.
Where did you guys want to go next after we get our spells?
I think let's go. Oh, did we talk about going to Marfall?
Well, you said you had spells in Elswyn you needed to pick
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Right, we want to work in Elswyn too.
Yeah, we can go do that.
Or we have to, if we go to Marfall or anywhere else, we have to pass through Elswyn anyway, right?
Well, we could take the road from Terralyn.
You could.
That's true. Yeah, let's go to Elswyn, I think, please.
Alright. So first off, you go and get your spells. And you already marked off the cost, I believe.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you pick them up. And you guys gather your horses. Any other prep you guys want to do before you go?
No, I'm not going to copy in my spell book yet, so.
Okay.
Well, do I have time to copy any of them into my spell book?
What was that?
Do I have time to copy any of them into my spell book, or before we get going?
The only thing you were doing was going to get your spells, and it takes about an hour, if I recall. So you could probably do it on the way there.
It's 2 hours for non-divination spells.
Yeah. So you could probably do it on the way if you're in the back of the car or something.
Okay.
As long as you don't lose concentration again.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Tarnum. I'll let Tarnum drive.
I think I'll drive this time.
And then Tarnum will take your horse.
This is quite the predicament.
I'm quite happy to give it a go. What do I need to do?
Okay, you just hold these, and you tell the horse to go. I think that's how it goes.
You could always enhance his ability to ride horses.
So what is it I have to roll here? The horse riding.
Animal handling.
I'm good at that.
Not last time you weren't.
I have a +5 to it. I've got an 18.
Alright, it goes decently well. It seems like you finally get the hang of holding horse reins. It doesn't seem to go poorly.
Alright, well, can I roll then to put my spells in my spell book?
Yep.
Alright. I think it's a Arcana check of 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, 11, because it's first level spell.
Okay. as I roll a 3 or better. This is for identify. I rolled an 8, so that's fine. And this will be for Featherfall. I rolled a 6, so that's fine.
All right. You get both in your spell book.
Neat. Then identify requires a 100 GP pearl that isn't consumed to do it. Could I just say I got that when I was in town?
Sure. Go to my top
Okay.
100 gold. And yeah, it is not consumed when you cast a spell, so that's handy.
We don't have a 100 gold pearl on us, do we?
No. You guys have like rubies and sapphires if you have any left in your inventory, but
All right. I marked it off, so I have identify now, and which is a ritual, and then Featherfall, which will be made into a spell scroll pretty soon here and tucked away for a very bad day.
yep. So as you guys start heading to Elsewin, is there anything you want to do besides Henook getting a spell book written down? I might like go look at trees and such, but I guess Tarnum's also busy steering the wagon, but
I mean, I'm
you
just
could
looking
potentially do
around.
some things.
I'm not.
Corian is away from us, so
Yeah, I'm on my own horse.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm on my own horse as well, so
I guess I'm probably actually reading the dragon book while I'm riding.
you can do that too.
Horse
I'd
is
probably just
probably smart enough to stay on the road, so.
only yours because you got the best one.
I did work hard for it.
You actually haven't taught it commands in a while either.
I don't know what else to teach it. It stays and it comes to me when I whistle.
Play dead.
Okay, well, I don't really need to play dead, but
you teach it to follow behind you.
I don't. It's got reins. I would just.
Yeah, that's true.
And it comes when I whistle. The only other
if you
thing
guys
I could
have,
think of is there's a thing where you can teach a horse that when you drop its reins, it's not supposed to move from that spot. But I already
really?
kind of taught it to stay, so I don't know what the difference would be.
Yeah, sounds like the same thing.
Yeah.
I would ask you to play cards, but we're on horses, so that wouldn't really go well.
I could let you borrow my cooking book.
I'll look at it.
All right.
I'll also turn my eyes blue. It's a cool spell.
Okay.
Apris really likes when he learns new spells, so I'm going to overuse it. But time passes, get about nighttime. Is there anywhere you guys wish to stay? Or I guess you would sit down and rest for the evening.
Yes. We should look for a nice spot to camp.
Right, can you go back to the one that you usually go to?
The one we usually go to. Have we really traveled that many times back and forth through here?
You've done a couple trips, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I think you were the one that found it last time.
I don't
So
remember.
you know where to. I could have sworn you like made an investigation check to see if you could find like an outcropping or something.
I think both me and Tarnum have found various camping places over our many trips back and forth between these towns, so...
You know exactly where to go.
Right. So we set up camp.
Yep. I assume the impenetrable hut.
cook some
Well, when we're
dinner.
ready to go, before that, I put my annoying owl on guard duty and lay some alarm spells down to be even more annoying, and then I put up the hut.
And your
It's ready
unseen
for us to go to
servant.
bed. Oh yes, of course, unseen servant to help with camp.
I will probably like sit outside for about an hour before I go in.
I'll practice with my before we go in with my new spell identify. So get my hand on it. You know, let it examine some of my magical items with identify, so that I know I can do it.
Alright, so once we get to watch time, I guess I'll take first watch. I'll sit up by the horses.
I'll head inside and get ready for sleep. So I'm gonna make a perception check, Corian.
I rolled a 23.
23. Jeez.
Well, it's an 18 plus 5, so.
You are really good at perceiving things. For your 2 hours, you hear a couple owls. Not owlbears, thankfully. But the 2 hours go by, seemingly nothing really happening. Pretty quiet.
Alright. After 2 hours, I'll come in and I guess wake you up.
Okay. I will head outside. Or, well, I'll stay inside, but like peer out. And I'll make my perception check. You know, I'm gonna give myself like owl something. I can't remember what it's called. What's that spell called? Owl's Wisdom. To give myself advantage. Wow, those were both bad. Haunts it. Luckily, I have good perception though, so 16. And nothing seems to pop out while I am on watch. I kind of doze off a little bit, but I go and wake Tarnum up.
What?
Go, like, look outside and see if anything's coming for 2 hours. And I go to sleep.
No. I'll borrow his goggles again.
Yep. I left him beside me for you.
Yep. And it only takes like 10 minutes to attune to them, so.
Do I see anything while we're rolling here? Perception?
Yeah.
6. Plus 2 is 8.
6. 6 total.
No,
8 total. That's right.
Not much better.
You're still not really used to seeing in the dark.
I'm a bit
kinda
tired
like-
too, you know. It's like,
You kind of like still surprised at being able to see in the dark. Kind of like fascinated by it. Like I said, you see no color, just black and white. But you're able to see about 60 feet out. But it doesn't really seem to see anything. You hear some crickets, but still relatively a quiet night.
I assume Dross down to sleep. I wouldn't wake up for this, right? So I can get him to do his own hearing check.
Unless you want to wake him up, I don't know.
No,
I guess
I'll leave him asleep.
Leave him sleep, okay.
And I will, when my watch is over, who hasn't took a turn yet?
Me.
Averus and Corian have done. Wake Hadok up, and I'm gonna put Lex goggles back, Corian's goggles back, next to him where I found them.
All right.
So.
My perception check is
With your owl, of course.
6 for me. With the owl running around. Natural 20.
Natural 20. While you and your owl are up and searching about. You once again, you don't see much. For a second, you think you hear something, but you spend about 30 minutes listening, but don't hear anything. And then the 2 hours passes.
Okay.
It is now morning. Everyone else gets up as you are finishing your watch.
Okay, new divine rules. Oh, I didn't have to use that 20. 17 and 18.
Those are actually really good.
Yeah, I prefer the low ones for the making you fail, but I can.
I already rolled that myself.
I was going to feed that natural 20 to Corian, too.
In your sleep.
All right, I'm good.
I'm sure I wake up to Corian having a full breakfast ready.
Mm-hmm.
I also ignore where you got the campfire from, or the wood. You probably like conjured that wood, didn't you?
Oh,
I
yes.
tell him we've been
With my
using
new
wood this
spell.
whole.
Conjure wood spell.
Greater woodland destruction.
You're so mean to the environment.
Sorry, I'm not the one who sets the forest on fire when we fight.
Happened once. It was raining. Whole forest thing on fire. I can show you what a forest fire looks like.
I'm the only one that can prevent forest fires with my sleet storm.
I suggest you. I use suggestion to cast you. Suggest you cast whole person on yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
I can cast it on you.
You can try.
If I'm hidden, I can cast it on you.
You can try to hide.
Alright, so we eat breakfast, pack up,
Yep.
we head on to Elswin.
Give the horses some food.
I cast precipitation on their food.
As
Yeah,
always.
Kind of figured they've just been grazing on the grass all night, but whatever.
I like to give them my own special food. Like some nuts and berries, you know. They like it.
Is it like a viscous paste? Like, what are you giving them? Is it like what I stuffed in that
Paste.
guy's pocket that time?
No. I give them natural food. Mostly berries, but like some
need
of
to
those
go see
blueberries
them.
that we have.
It's not really that healthy for horses, but whatever.
They like it. They haven't told me that they don't like it. Oh god. Turn him. Okay. Oh god. Who was that? That was Justin.
My poor dog.
Flies 50 feet in the air.
I cast Featherfall on Drustan.
It's like our own Scooby Doo. Now you've lost your die.
Oh. I thought there was a wall there.
Don't give it him back, kid. So we can't do it anymore.
Let me see what I roll with it. Oh god, that's good. And I think it takes 2 days. Well, with your horses, you should get there pretty soon.
I think we slept one night and we were there the next day, if I remember right. Maybe it was 2, though. I think it was 2, actually.
I think
Yeah,
we slept 2 in the next morning. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we
All
need
right.
another camp before we get there.
Is there anything on the way, the second day of travel that you guys wish to do?
Am I in charge of the horses again?
If you wish to be. Actually,
I will.
it's up to you guys because Sanoke doesn't have any exposed copies. So
Well, I was actually going to ask Tarnum to, so I could copy Featherfall, just one. So I just need him to do it for like an hour or a couple.
Oh, I'm fine. 19 plus 5, 24. I've mastered the craft now.
Nice.
yeah, you no longer make the horses angry or upset.
That's good.
You actually have control over them.
It's a shame we didn't sell that other stuff, isn't it? No, because there's no blacksmith in this town.
Yeah, well, he went to say that was it for the week, so we sold most of it. The big stuff's gone. After I make the Featherfall spell, this one I do not put in the bag. I put on my person in case of emergency.
I'll remember that. And Avarice is actually... Corin, do you think you can watch 2 horses?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a panther.
Okay, I'll
I
tie
guess.
the reins to my pommel.
I just need to walk around for a bit. You know, kind of stretch and everything.
Oh, I thought you were in a bad mood. I needed space.
Yeah. Just sitting on a horse for a long time, it just kind of like, I need to get up and stretch. So I'm gonna walk around.
Always been the same way.
You're currently controlling the horse, so
I am. I'm doing a fine job at it too.
for now.
Didn't that panther suddenly spook the horses though?
There's actually, potentially. I'm gonna stay a little bit back.
I hope they don't look behind them.
I'd hope they wouldn't turn around on their own.
And don't you inherit that animal's intelligence when you become them?
No, I maintain my own intelligence.
Oh, okay, so I was going to say, if you inherit their intelligence, what's going to stop you from attacking the horses?
Yeah,
know any better.
I maintain intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. I just get their strength, dexterity, and constitution.
Right.
And I'm really swift, so not hard for me to catch up to you guys. I assume Corin is probably just reading again.
Am I finished now with my alchemy book, or?
You're about... Or how many hours have you spent? About, you spent a couple of nights on it, haven't you?
Spent 2 days. A day where we were waiting for his spells, and then the first day of travel I've been... Oh, I did the horses, though, yesterday, right? So, I've done much yesterday. I did a little bit in the evening. Probably about maybe a day and a half.
You're about 3/4. It's not like a really big
Well,
book.
once I'm done copying my spell, I'll take the course and let him read his book if he wants.
Yeah, I'd like to try and finish that maybe before we get to the next town, so that I can start the process of potions while we're there, maybe.
Alright.
He has more variety there too, so he might have more equipment.
Yeah. After a couple hours, my shape change ends, so I will take back the horse from Corian.
Alright.
Make your mind up.
I just needed a couple hours. Also, I haven't been a panther in a while, so...
You could be a panther for me anytime.
Go away.
I'd love to, but I am currently working these horses here.
So, Corian, and I speed up to him.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing alright.
That's good. I just need to not be around active flirting right now, so
About a third of the way through this dragon book.
how is it so far?
We kind of fought one of these, so
White dragons, yes. I know a lot about those. Vicious ones.
book seems fairly accurate so far.
That's good. We paid a pretty big price for those. At least compared to other books. I'm glad we got our money's worth. Although I wish I didn't have to pay the 5 gold. I should have haggled it down. But I will stay up here with you until the nighttime.
Okay.
And it's actually around afternoon now, as you guys are traveling along. No clouds, it's sunny out.
Oh, this weather reminds me of home.
We usually get a lot of rain here, so I'm surprised it's not raining right now.
Yeah, I'm used to it being raining or at least overcast.
Could
It's
invoke the
nice
rain
though when the
god.
sun comes out.
What'd you say, Courtney?
So we could invoke the rain god.
No, never again.
Would you like me to?
No.
I call out to Bob Ross to hear my prayers.
You hear nothing.
Huh?
You hear nothing.
I can't even roll a check for that.
There is no such thing.
Roll a religion check. You got a natural 20.
Oh my god! If I still have that natural 20, can I roll a religion check? Religion check.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm not going to use the divine roll for this. Only 12.
You hear nothing.
Hmm.
I'm actually... I'll actually sit on the horse for the remainder. But is there anything else you guys wish to do on the way there? Or, I mean, to the next campsite?
I assume he's finished with his spell in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I'll be
He's
reading.
good. Okay. You spend some time reading. So, you guys see the sun start setting. And you guys wish to camp up for the night?
All the usuals.
Corey, what are we doing?
Hats, alarm spells, unseen servant, owl.
I'll roll for first watch. Oh, that's a 6. Not an 8.
6, 8.
Owly is out there. Should I have Owly roll?
Yes, you can. He can.
Since he
Yeah.
rolled kind of poorly. Owly rolled a 3. Oh, don't worry. Owly rolled an unnatural 20.
All right. For these 2 hours, once again, it stays pretty quiet. And this is, of course, after we made dinner and such. But
Right.
Corin, you and the owl do not say anything.
Okay.
Do you know who you wish to wake up next?
Yeah, I'll wake up Tarnum, hand him in goggles.
Ah.
Could you be quiet? I'm trying to sleep.
You're up, dude.
All right. I got the goggles on, and I'll sit attuned to him
Okay.
and roll my check while thinking about the sunlight from earlier and remembering times when it was just me and the little hut that I lived in. Well, it wasn't really a hut; it was more of a cave that was refurbished, but it looked like a hut from the outside.
That's all that matters.
You live in a hut now.
I do. I live in a tiny hut right now. And 8 again! I'm not very perceptive today, it seems.
And then your owl, right?
13.
13. Which is okay because this is another quiet 2 hours. You do not hear anything, Tarnum.
I will take my goggles off and then give them back to Corian. Put them where I left them the previous night, so he knows. And I'll go back to sleep, and I'm going to wake up Averus. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go wake up Averus and say, "You're up!" Literally, I just woke you up.
Get to bed. I'm going to get up. I'm going to cast Owl's Wisdom again and see what I can do. Thank God I had advantage. 18 total. It isn't me. It's a real forest bird.
17.
And once again, for these 2 hours, not really well. It's still quiet. I hear some birds as it approaches about 2 a.m. But I get too tired, and I go and wake Canuck up and immediately fall asleep. I'm actually going to cast Owl's Wisdom on him as well.
Ooh.
So you get advantage on your perception check.
Well, he knows a lot about owls as it is. He's got a lot of owl wisdom.
Oh, that's good. Actually, it was useless because I rolled a 19 for my first one, with my... I'm sorry, 17 with my first one, and a 1 for my second roll, so... but the owl rolled... So I've got 17, and the owl has 15.
All right. And once again, as I'm not rolling really well, you don't really hear much. Neither you or the owl for the remainder of the 2 hours. And once again, just like last night, you start seeing everyone get up as the sun starts to rise. And now that the sun's up, you can see there are a couple clouds, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain soon. Thankfully. Corin, do you have the food yet?
Yep.
If you find anything interested in your seafood book, we should go to the sea sometime.
Yeah, there's some interesting recipes in here.
That's actually not a bad idea. I haven't had seafood in a while.
Yeah, it's been, probably close to a year now.
Do you think you're up for it, Corin, to cook seafood?
I'm sure I can manage.
I'm sure we'll see.
I wouldn't know where the nearest coast is from here. Where is the nearest coast? Is it Marful or?
Oh no, that's further away. More like near the swamp.
Right.
That sounds appetizing.
I'm not going for a holiday in the Evergrande Swamp. You can forget that. Hey guys, wanna all go Evergrande Swamp, Hagland?
I don't think there would be a lot of hags there anymore. I know a lot about them though.
Still plenty of other unwanted nasties out in that swamp.
They don't like to be near each other. But swamp water, that's really tasty.
Well, it would be if I know it cast its spell on it.
I cast Prestidigitation, try to make it taste better.
Far off in the ocean, the water is a little bit cleaner.
Actually,
I'd rather drink seawater than dirty bog water.
I don't know. Seawater isn't very good for you either.
I'll leave you feeling dry, but bog water will probably give you some disease.
Potentially. I go feed my horse some more berries. Because I assume he likes it.
No, in fact, speaking of that, I will come over to you and I will offer you to feed the horses with my remaining pound and a half of blueberries that I never used with our dinner the last few days. I've been just using them up occasionally here and there, but
That can work.
I don't know
Okay,
how
so this-
rotten they are.
It's only been a couple days. They're all right. They won't be for very long, but
Right, yeah, I'll use them up before we go rotten again. I'll actually do a scavenging check to see if there's anything that we can make the food taste nicer with around here.
what are you trying to do?
So I'm alright for that. Trying to find if there's like any nice berries or anything that we could put with our meals.
You can roll, and this is actually you do get advantage now. Survival check with advantage because it is forced.
Wait, let's see if I can find anything nice to put with that dinner. Well, an 18's good. A 19's even better. And survival, you say, so plus 5, so 24.
24. You spend not very long while maintaining track of where everyone else is along the road. If you guys start heading out, and you come back in 30 minutes with a handful, or well, a small pouch full of different kind of berries, like blueberries, raspberries. You know exactly where to look for these.
So now, Corian, we can have some mixed berries with our meal for some different flavors. Raspberries in here. I've got some blueberries in here. I've got some. What other berries have I got in here? Blackberries, probably. Strawberries, maybe. Some berries.
All right. I'll put some in a pan, start cooking them down, get out some biscuits.
All right.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Well, biscuits are different for you than it is here.
Yeah, we don't need to bring that relation into it. We're talking about D&D biscuits.
I'm talking about bread.
Yep.
Well, that's fine too.
And you guys do have a good meal with the
With
berries and Corian's cooking.
an oak spell.
And an expel. Get to kind of enjoy the moment. I eat quite a lot of it. And then also thank Corian because I don't think I do that enough for the food. It's nice that we have a cook because I don't really cook very well. What?
Ooh. You don't say.
All right. So once we're done, we clear down, head on to Elswin.
Yep.
How many hours is it now? We said we would get here today, right? So,
Yeah, you'll get there in the afternoon.
all right.
Is there anything on the way there for the few hours that you guys?
I might finish reading my book yet.
On the way there, you'll be finished. Yes, it's not a very big book.
Oak, did you need to do any spells, or are you just good to do the horses today while I finish my book up?
I am good to watch the horses.
All right. So you guys spend the last couple hours getting there. You enter the city.